For week 3, I'd like to just give you a heads up for what you're about to be dealing with. We're going to look at a variety of addictions, but here's the interesting thing is that there's no way that we could certainly do a proper treatment of addiction, one of them, let alone all of them. It's simply an overview on oftentimes addictive personalities, the struggles that we're going to face with people in our ministry who have addictions, whether it's drugs, sexual addiction, alcoholism. There have been times I've done ministry events where it's an example I'm thinking of is I had finished a show, and a lady came up and said that her husband was a gambling addict and they had just lost everything, and he was ashamed to come to the event that night. And because of the reality of shame and just that feeling of paralysis and inability to find victory, oftentimes people with addiction struggle with depression. So there's a lot of ways that we could deal with depression as well. Whether it's hormonal, directly connected to some sort of struggle, a particular disease. Regardless, each of these things, whether it's depression, kind of a commonly understood addiction like alcoholism, we're going to try to look a little bit at this addictive tendency and the victory that can be found by the ministry that's offered through the church, but also through various programs that have been successful in helping with addictions, such as Alcoholics Anonymous. In addition, we'll try to look at a couple other things within this week's topics, such as cutting. Now, again, what I'm looking for is for a response from you based on your feelings for particular videos. Some of them you might not agree with, and that's actually important that you articulate that. So feel free to, on a regular basis, just kind of put on the discussion board, that forum, your thoughts, your feelings, your opinions. How did the video present itself? Was it done well? Do you think it helped? And also, because there's a lot of people who are in ministry in this class, I'd like for you to feel free to ask questions and to see if we can find a way to practically meet a little bit of where you're at in this journey with the people that you're interacting with. So again, we have the weekly assignment, and for that video submission, I'm looking for you. Maybe you can do an interview with someone who has cut in the past, someone who has struggled with depression, someone who has an addiction that they're not afraid to talk about. And if that's possible, then I think it'll be a very kind of hands-on, practical week for us in terms of seeing real people with real issues who really struggle, but seeing some of the things that they themselves go to help maintain stability and consistency. We're just looking to try to get our hands a little dirty in this week and try to deal with this a little bit more than just here's a quick, easy fix, because a lot of times with addiction, it's not a quick, easy fix. So jump in, get involved, and don't be afraid to ask questions and to put comments.